Right, we're headed to Nigeria now, where the next generation is finding creative ways to protect the planet. CNN senior editor Stephanie Busari introduces us to one young woman leading the fight to protect the oceans from plastic waste.
Lagos, Nigeria's beating heart and one of the most populous states in the West African country that borders the Atlantic Ocean. I'm at Legoshi Beach, one of the many beaches along Lagos coastline and a popular area for those who want to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. About 2.5 million tons of plastic waste is generated in Nigeria every year, and much of it makes its way into the ocean. Studies say less than 12% of plastics in the country are recycled.
Nigeria has a very large coastline, especially southern states, and one thing that is very common if you find out is that there's always plastic, is always found, is always persistent.
Aged just 21, environmental activist Oluwaseyi is determined to turn the tide. Through her organization, You Recycle Initiative, she's hoping to equip those who may well be the country's next environmental changemakers.
There is so much environmental injustice happening both to people, planet, and biodiversity. And the gap here in Nigeria is so wide. There is so much happening to our ecosystems, our marine ecosystems, and there is so many people that do not know what is going on. When you look at some really gruesome pictures of how plastic is being strewn on the shorelines, like in rural communities, it's very concerning to see how much waste keeps compiling on a daily basis, and nothing is being done about it.
Oluwaseyi started You Recycle in 2017 as a high school student and has championed several initiatives, such as community cleanups, since then. Now she says the organization is shifting focus.
At the root of everything that happens in our life is our minds and how we see things, how our perspectives can be expanded or can be restricted. And so my program essentially is focused on knowledge, how knowledge, enlightenment, awareness, and education can help lead to solutions. Like the more we share insight, we empower them with knowledge, they begin to see the environment in a different light. They begin to see themselves as change agents, as positive problem solvers, making innovative solutions towards solving this problem. So right now, my work is essentially focused on promoting environmental education and awareness, and also building the capacity of young people to develop innovative solutions. So the first is our AY4E fellowship. We received a grant to expand our work across 7 states in Nigeria, where we train over 5,000 teenagers, enlightening them on basic concepts around plastic pollution. The goal was that at the end of this project, to have at least the seed sown in their mind on how we need to take action to tackle plastic pollution. So this year, we took it a notch higher with the support of the government of Canada for our Plastic-Wise Fellowship. And for this fellowship, it's also a behavioral change project, but now it is geared towards university students.
One participant at a recent Plastic-Wise event, run by Oluwaseyi's co-founder, Fatia Bello, says the organization creates opportunities for young people to make an impact.
I've always had a dream to be in a community where we solve world problems. So I'd always wished to solve those problems with people that think alike. So I think this is like a great opportunity. This initiative, You Recycle, has given us a lot of solutions. They've provided a lot of solutions to these societal problems that needs to be solved.
Lagos is home to many communities who live and work on the water. Oluwaseyi says helping to save the oceans is also about saving people, and everyone has a role to play.
It's beyond just the environmental impacts of this problem, but more about the lives that are being affected in the process. There is so much environmental injustice to especially vulnerable coastal communities, and then there is also the gap, like nothing is really being done tangibly to solve it. Lagos is just one in a very large picture of this nature of the issue. We need the government to prioritize the needs of these communities, especially vulnerable coastal communities that grapple with the issue of plastic pollution. We need corporations to commit more resources, whatever it might be, towards addressing this issue, to go back to their drawing tables to see how they can make their packaging products more sustainable and eco-friendly.
So tell me, what motivates you to continue this work?
The environmental injustice happening to people and planet and biodiversity, the urgency and need with each day. The issue is growing One mantra I've always said since I was 16, now I'm 21, is little action counts and it can build to big impact. I've always said that to myself to encourage myself, especially when facing a super huge issue like plastic pollution, which can be very, very overwhelming. The thing about environmental conservation is that in the process of you doing good for the planet, you're actually building yourself, you're actually adding value to your life, and it's really beautiful to see.